Hey, what's up? What's up? Got another little show and tell video for you. This one's all about the X-Men. Just recently organizing some books, came across my X-Men's before I put them away to the bottom of the pile of boxes because they're the ones I probably go into the least. I'm not a huge X-Men guy, but thought I would just show off a few. I didn't want to go through the whole box. I have about one entire full box of X-Men, and that includes my regular run, Uncanny run, number ones. I did have to take the Jim Lee run, like the '90s X-Men run out. I got like 1 through 30 of that one, but so yeah, I got about one full box, one long run. Well, God, Jesus, one full long box, and then about half of a short box, which is like the Jim Lee X-Men's, and some doubles and some random stuff, bunch of variants. But all right, so I thought I would. This stack is what I have through 1 through 100. So basically all my lower number early X-Men. Leading basically everything going into Uncanny. Giant size X-Men. Alright, so I don't have a real authentic X-Men number 1, but I do have the facsimile that came out a couple months ago, and I also have I think it's an Italian edition, but that one is in a different box. It's cool. It's like a page for page reprint. You get all the ads and stuff, original ads. Cool. I like that. But I also have a couple other versions of it. I've got the Marvel Zombies cover swipe, the X-Men Prime number 1, like I guess it was the Stanley. It was like a POW exclusive Stanley box. Cool. And I have this one, which was one of the first times it was reprinted, but they made that cover, the background red, which kind of ruins it. It's Amazing Adventures 1. I want to say that's Volume 2 or Volume 3. It was around the time in the late 70s they started bringing back the old sci-fi monster original titles and doing reprints again, like Tales to Astonish was doing Submariner, Fantasy Masterpieces was reprinting Silver Surfer. There's a couple others, but yeah. They brought Journey to Mystery back again. A few other things, but this one ran. I think X-Men was the only one where it took 2 issues to cover one story. So both of these are X-Men 1 story, and then this one and this one encompass the X-Men 2 story. So this is it's the best I got for X-Men 2. Vanisher. It's cool. X-Men 3 with the Blob. And then this is my placeholder for an X-Men 4, first Brotherhood, first Magneto, not Magneto, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver. I believe these guys too, Toad and Mastermind. But Magneto is probably Magneto's second or third appearance. It's at least his second. See, he's in issue 1, so I do want to get a real. I have no. I'm not really interested in getting a real X-Men 1, but I do want a 4 really bad. So that is one I will be upgrading to a real one eventually. This would be X-Men 5. Pretty sure, because this is 6, is it not? I have a real one of these. Yeah, this would be the next one. But here's another just reprint of it from Marvel Superheroes. I need to sell this, but there's like horrible chipping. It got like cut up there, so it's not worth too much. But you get some Daredevil, some Hulk. Woohoo! I also have this. 7 would be. Oh yeah, so I do have a real one of these. It's just in my Submariner box. I have all my Submariner crossovers and battle covers and stuff like that are in one place. That one, and then I don't have an 8. I've owned 2 different 8s before, the Unis. Excuse me. I'm just not a big fan of that book. I don't know, the 2 times I've had it, I sold it, and if I could find for like $1 or 2, I would get the Amazing Adventures version, but I just don't want to go out and I'm not seeking it. But if I find it, I find it. That way I would at least have the first 9, but I don't then what? Who cares? All right. So then moving on, so besides 6 in my Italian version of 1, Italian or German, whatever it is, I have 9 is my next low number, my only other single digit. And this was one of my first comics. This was my dad's original copy that he got way back in the day. Well, he got it used as well because in it, all of these Cyclops I-beams have been inked in red. Like someone took a red pen to it and made it like enhanced. So they're all kind of embossed. But besides that, this is a pretty decent grade. It would be like a definite very good fine, if not more. Yeah, probably a fine. But with that whole that drops it to a, I don't know, 3 at best, I think. Anytime you have writing on a book, it's usually an automatic good at plus, good at best. Yeah, and then moving on, first Sentinels, I believe. I just got this because it was so low grade. I think I got it for like $5, and I was like, "You serious? Just $5? Just sold." I wasn't gonna pay much for it, but shortly after that, I've gotten really into purple cover. You can't quite tell in this light. It's very sunny. Purple cover. I love purple covers. So now, like, anytime I find an old Silver Age book, even if it's something stupid like whatever, Millie the Model, Doom Patrol, Teen Titans or something, if it's purple, if it's a cool big purple background, I usually grab it. And then this is, I believe, part 2, first Master Mold. Love that book. Love that cover. OG X-Men. I dig it. Angel's always up there. Cool. And then moving up to probably my second or third favorite X-Men cover. I don't know what I'd rank ahead of it. This is probably 1 or 2, actually. Just love villains. Bring on the bad guys. You get Scarecrow, Eel, Porcupine, Plant Man, Unicorn. That's a good one. I think that's a 2-part story. Like maybe the Stranger was behind all that. I really can't remember. I don't have it if it is. So, I've never had. This is the second or no, is it the third or fourth Juggernaut appearance? I've had his second before, and this came after that. This might have even come after his battle with Doctor Strange, or this is like the first time they met. With floating heads. Super low grade. Yeah, this one I love. Neil Adams cover. And this is after they had changed the font, so Steranko came along and shook some things up. It's the first living monolith, I want to say, yeah. This one's been swiped several times, but even in its own run, they did that Jean Grey cover, Phoenix cover. It's one of my favorites. That's a top 5. And next I got these, first Sauron. I got both parts of that one. I really don't care about 62. Or 61. 60 is the one I care about. So that's cool. I might sell this one. They're super nice. So, and 80. That's a reprint of. I don't know if it's the first time they met. I think it probably reprints the second time they fought. Not sure. But not attached to that one either. I might sell it. This was after when they're already doing the reprints, the retellings of stories. You get different covers, and sometimes in the back you get like an origin or a solo story of one of the characters, one of the team members. But I think 60 is where they wrapped it up, 60 something, and that was when they fought Hulk. That's like the final issue. I do have that, but that's also in my Hulk versus box. I should have pulled that out. Fuck. But then after that, they started doing reprints. With just new covers, that whole early Bronze Age era. And I have the Frankenstein one, which was, I think it reprints 40 or 48, I think it's 40. So I have that, and then it's 80 or 88. Random numbers come to mind, but I have the Frankenstein cover as well. That's in my Frankenstein cross. It's just in my horror box, my Frankenstein books. But yeah, and then I also have 33, I want to say, the Spider-Man book. Is that Along Came a Spider or something else? I think that's what it's called. So then this is just a swipe of, what is it, 94? So this is after Giant. I've had a giant size X-Men before, but I sold it, and that's one of my biggest comic regrets. So my lowest uncanny number is 96. No, I have a 95. The Death of Thunderbird. That's in my key issue box. I'm gonna put on a wall. My Marvel first appearance wall. So 94 I think is where Sunfire quits, and 95 Thunderbird dies, and this is 96, which is I think first. I think it's the first Moira McTaggart. I can't think of what 97 looks like, but then 98 is this one. So Night of the Sentinels. Or whatever, Sentinels are back. Do 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 do. Good old Dave Cockrum. Digging it. Alright, and then I just have this the lenticular version of 100. So who was that? Xmen Gold. Something. Bleh. Alright, but then that wraps that up. I have a pretty decent run of Uncanny, but it's not a full run by any means, and I'm not seeking to get one. I think my next number after that's 115, where they go back to Savage Land. Wolverine and Sauron on the cover. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go back to some Dragon Ball Super. Actually, I'm going to go bowling, and then I'm gonna come home and resume my Super. But, yeah.